Hello and welcome. I'm Mitz Piano, and you're watching Scenery Porn, the game. This is Myst. This is specifically the realMyst Masterpiece Edition. Not actually the most current version of Myst, but, you know, it's Myst. And Myst, the original Myst does not have an ice level, but the remake does, we just got to the end of the original Myst storyline, where we helped the author of the books contained in this library escape from his imprisonment. And when he did, he left us this volume, which we are going to read. So let's do that first. Rime, I have named it, a desolate age with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The worlds that we visit are called ages, by the way. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours. And though it is cold here, like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I have ever seen. You must not go to very many snowy places. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and am sure now that this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is necessary for obtaining the correct resonance. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Cirrus and Achenar, as well as some of the machinery, from Selentic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, but Cirrus was rather excited to come. He has spent the last few days here with me, helping with the beginning phases of construction. He, too, seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He has been a tremendous aid to me, and I'm thankful for his willingness to help. The hard part of the construction is over, although I have decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I hope, although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I have decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete, and I have been able to set up a temporary space where the crystals will not be stimulated. I am quite convinced that with the right diffraction resonance, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. Catherine still finds it absurd and thinks I am crazy to assume I will be able to view ages with stones, but her unusual pessimism has not convinced me to stop trying. I came too close to success on Everdunes. I am fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the crystals, but I have realized that temperature alone is not enough. The cold dampens some of the sympathetic harmonics, but a more active suppressor is necessary. I have acquired some geodes with a pure protected crystalline interior. The slices of the geodes below each crystal provided a stabilizing effect, and even amplified the clean frequency slightly. After quite a bit of experimentation with the shapes and colors, I was able to capture a blurry image within a book. Though the link would never work, there was clearly an age on the other side. I could hardly wait to return and tell Catherine. I feel like I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I had almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. The crystals have not been perfected, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post or even lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Akinar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are far away in the back of my mind the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I have only seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Viovis and Aegaris, it amazes and saddens me. I am fairly certain that Dunny is not dead, as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance and return to Dunny to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Dunny to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Dunny without knowing the state of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has taken several years, and there have been many dead ends, but I have partially succeeded. Now that I have managed to view another age using the crystals, it is only a matter of time until I view Riven. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I will return to Rime later, when my mind has cleared. And then these pictures are clues. We're going to need them. And the 2735 there. Ugh, that wore me out a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the Island of Myst. The real Island of Myst, Masterpiece Edition. Again, not actually the most current version of Myst. From what I understand, there's a VR remake. I don't have a VR set, and I don't know if it contains the Ice World. But we'll find out, won't we? Alright. So yeah, this is the thing that was diagrammed in the book. We want the topographical exclusion test. That's number 40. Activate. We get snow. But, of course, that's just a clue. It's not the actual way to get there. But we hit the button on the other side. And that makes the projector pull back like in that diagram. Then we can turn this thing around. And that does something on the path over to the rocket ship. And you can tell I've played this game before. Because if I haven't, who knows how long I'd be stuck on that. No, I've played this game many times. I know, more or less all of the puzzle solutions. Which is probably why I haven't picked up the newest version yet. Okay. But what that did is it opened up a hallway here on the path to the rocket ship. And that goes over here, and this is where we need that code. What was it? 2375? Or was it 2735? There we go. Okay, so that opened up a hidden compartment in the library, and this here, this book is going to take us to the place, the Rime Age. Because, yeah, that's what the guy's writing, that's what the books are. They're portal books. And yeah, here we are. It's chilly. It's snowing. And that, I guess, must have been, like, the cries of the animals he was hearing earlier. I mean, we gotta take our time to look around. Like, it's Myst. The exploration and the scenery is just a big, big part of this game. You can see some signal towers out in the distance. Um, okay, is that door supposed to be doing that? Thank you. Okay, this lets us go back to where we were, to Myst Island, but I don't want to go back yet. There's more things to check out. Heater's not working, which is unfortunate. Because, yeah, that door's frozen shut. So, this must be like a generator of some sort. There we go. Now the heat is on. Oh, whoops. I don't want to leave the door open while the heat's on. Thank you. Okay, now... Yeah. It's warming up in here. That means that, that door should work again, right? Right? Thank you. Open up. And let's move. I love this. You can use this machine to make an aurora. It's beautiful. And you can adjust what color you want it in. This literally serves no practical gameplay purpose beyond that. It's just... yeah, look at these northern lights. They're really pretty. Let's see if we can't get a cyan one. Yeah. Yeah, why am I not surprised that did nothing? Okay, but that's enough messing with that. There are more things to discover here. More... I'm sorry, why is this D20 floating here? I don't know, but more books. The Book of Crystals, apparently? Before spending any more time with my experiments, I have decided that I must finish construction. I have brought both Cirrus and Achenar this time. The shaft is almost finished, as is the observation post. Both boys prefer it inside where it is warm, protected from the cold. Akinar sits in the observation post for hours, and Sirius is consumed with the crystals and the glimpses of ages that we are able to see. Neither of them shows any real desire to leave. I cannot remember the last time my son spent so much time with me in an age. After much more experimenting with the shapes of the crystals, we were able to get a nearly perfect view of an age inside of the book. Crystals. Cyrus wanted to link immediately, not understanding the link was only visual. Without the ink, the crystals do not bind onto a particular age. Because of this, the crystals have an interesting side effect. It's possible to change the crystals and watch the age change. While in reality, we are seeing a vast number of distinct, though similar ages displaying the current age defined by the crystals, it appears as though we are changing the original age. Next are the lights. My sons seem much more interested in the lights of the night sky right now. Their only interest in the crystals seems to be whether or not we can use channelwood or stone ship, two ages I have not seen in a long while. It is possible to view the ages, although the time it would take to find the correct combination would be prohibitive. I do not consider my task with the crystals complete, but I would rather keep Cirrus and Akinar excited and here, so we will move on to the lights. I think it is better to keep Riven from them, and so it is just as well that we move on to something else. I will view that place later. The lights are curious. Although I originally thought the effect to be an organic one, I now believe it to be electromagnetic in origin. I think the effect could be triggered somehow. It's something that we'll have to try, and if Circe and Akinar have their way, it will be soon. I have never seen either of them so interested in my experiments, and I do not want to dampen their enthusiasm. It seems they have forgotten about the crystals now. I'm not sure either of my sons was expecting the amount of work it would take. It has turned out to be a challenge working above the cold waters where the wind cuts through clothing and skin like a sharp knife. Still, even amidst the dark cold, they are driven to complete the task. It is a side of them that I have not seen before. Another hard day, but we have erected the first of 3 towers. I am too tired to write tonight. It has been a week. The second and third towers are up. We only need to connect the power. I'm exhausted, as are Cirrus and Akinar. However, they have no intention of quitting, and that drives me. The towers are finished, as is the power to each of them. Power will be conducted directly through the same saline sea, alleviating the need for stringing wires, and enabling us to locate the towers a comfortable different distance away. Most of the remaining work can be accomplished inside, for which I am grateful. I am tired of the cold. I look forward to the warm beaches of Mist Island. Perhaps we all deserve a break. We only spent a day with Catherine before returning. We were here only a minute before we began to experiment with the towers and the electromagnetic discharges. We were able to create an arc for the first time between 2 towers. Its reflection in the cold waters was magnificent. We are close now. Tomorrow, after adjusting the voltage, we will know just how close. The beauty is awe-inspiring. At our command, multicolored waves of light dance across the dark sky. Brilliant flashes of white lightning that make the display even more amazing precede them. The boys are convinced they will be able to bring her mother here, and though she usually refuses to use the books, I am becoming convinced she will come, or at least I hope. As for me, I must return to Mist or some other warm place. There is more to be accomplished here, but I long for the sun and will spend some time under its glow before returning. Catherine had to come after I told her of my intentions to use the crystals to view Riven. She is not consumed with the setup of the geodes and the crystals, and encourages me daily as I try to uncover the combination that will allow me a view of that age. Circe and Akinar did not come this time. I must return to Everdunes. I believe that a few of the crystals I left in Everdunes may help me here. Catherine has returned home from now, but she will meet me on Mist Island in 3 days. I think I will be ready by then. So yeah, crystals, secrets. Now we go this way. And we reach the Crystal Lab. So yeah, here we can, here's the experimental area where we can use crystals to view ages. Maybe. It is real, the work of your hands, the touch of my dreams. I've left my dream for you. I'm only yours, Catherine. So, we're gonna match this. Thank you, Catherine, for leaving us a puzzle solution. Now, of course, there's two components for this, because we need to change the color, too, which I thought you did by mousing over, but apparently not. Oh, no, you click and hold. Okay. So, yeah, that one was red. Yeah, that one was green. This one was cyan. This one was yellow, and it was like the first crystal that popped up, so don't need to change much. And then this one was purple, I want to say. Let's try it. No good. Okay, hold on, let me look at that. Paper again. Okay. Wrong type of crystal for the fifth one. Still wrong. Here we go. There it is. A view from Riven, the sequel to Myst. Wow, we can really see it. Yeah, that's about it. Supposedly there's another thing you can view with these crystals. Using the 4 that are in the book upstairs, which I guess I can try? I don't know. I've never gotten it to work, so you know what? I'll pass on that. But yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed. I guess we could go up and mess with the auroras a few more times. Because why not? Let's get a blue one. Yeah. The game's so dedicated to scenery. We literally have a scenery button. But yeah, there you go. A little taste of Myst for you. See you tomorrow with another ice level.